What's up, it's your boy Tarek Ali and welcome back to your boy's channel. Okay, so look, so before we even get started, let's start like this. Okay, how's your day? How are you doing? What's the temperature like in your apartment, girl? Did you do your skincare routine today? Did you pay your bills? It's the beginning of January. I know I almost forgot to pay my rent. But you know what? I woke up, God tapped me on the shoulder and said, pay your bills or you're gonna be evicted. It's okay, now we got that out the way. Let's get to the real stuff. Okay, let's get to it. I'm not trying to beat around the bush. I'm not... Well, first of all, I already know that you read the title. Okay, so I know a lot of people are going to think this is like me trying to read women or me trying to like clock women or come at women or rant or bash y'all. First of all, I love women, okay? The reason I'm actually doing this video is because I love women, okay? It's because I actually care to have the conversation. You see, I didn't really care to have this conversation with straight men, obviously, because it's like, why? Women were some of the first people to ever support me in my life. Were women, okay? I always was able to depend on a woman in my life. There are strong, beautiful black women in my life. I know some strong white women in my life. I know some strong Indian women in my life. I have a lot of women supporters. Let me just say that this is nowhere near a bash video for women. I love women, okay? Women have held men down for centuries when the men wouldn't hold them down. So now that brings me back to the reason that I'm here today, okay? From my last video, I think everyone probably saw my last video. Maybe a lot of you guys came here from that. I did a video on DL men and everything like that. Long story short, I'm going to get into it in the video, but there were a lot of comments that were left. And yes, I know that these comments don't represent all straight women. Yes, I'm very aware, but I also, being 21 years of age, I know I'm pretty young, but I have experienced these comments in real life in the same type of way. And I think that it's something that needs to be addressed because I feel like at the end of the day, through anything, gay people and gay men specifically, I can only speak for gay men, the queer community is very large, but when it comes to being a gay black man, we're usually the first ones there to support a woman. Okay, whenever a man is treating a woman bad or, hurting a woman or talking bad about a woman, it's always that gay best friend or that gay friend or a gay man supporting the woman and telling off the man. We've always been there for women to support them and to help them and to love them because honestly, a lot of our cultures really co-align. Like, look at gay men and look at women. We have so much in common and we take from each other. It's a loving, relationship. But I feel like we're the first ones there to support women, and I feel like when it comes down to it, maybe something doesn't go the way they like it, and they're the first ones to tear us down. So in this video, I want to shed light on some of the comments that were left under the video before this one that are very homophobic. And yes, I know some of the comments that I read are going to be very, very obviously gay bashing and homophobic, but there's a lot of unconscious bias and a lot of, homophobia that people don't realize that they're being homophobic. And it's like you say things, it's homophobic, but you would never consider it as homophobic. Like, you're like, I have a gay best friend, I couldn't be homophobic. Like, oh, I have a black friend, I couldn't be racist. A lot of us are not going to expect some of these things. A lot of gay people, no shade, have a lot of internalized homophobia. So they don't really realize when you're being homophobic because they might think the same way. And this might actually help them because a lot of gay people don't know it. We are conditioned to think being gay is wrong, being gay is less than, and being gay is this, and being gay is that. So it's one thing to come out, but it's another thing to break out of internalized homophobia. So I want to shed light on that, but I also want to shed light on the relationship with women also. So, this is all about moving forward, okay? Because I love women. This is not about bashing. This is not about being right. This is all about me loving women, and I know they love us back, and the ones that don't, y'all can listen to. I know y'all gonna come anyway and leave y'all hate comments, okay? If you don't, that just means you have nothing better to do. Okay, let's get right into it. Let me scoot over so I can put these comments right on the side. Okay, what we reading? Okay. Kelly Miles says, 5 days ago, you need to be killed. Seriously. Keep your stained, AIDS-ridden in men and leave women alone. You're the type to pass diseases and CDC agrees. Not the whole city. You done brought a whole government agency into your hate comment. Okay, girl. The next girl, Bianca, good night. Bianca says, they bring life-threatening AIDS home to their pretend girlfriends. If you want to have those relationships, keep it with men and keep women out of it. 35 likes. She's pretty popular. She's pretty popular in my comments. Well, 8888 says, crossing, disgusting face. Just choose a side and stop cross-contaminating. Okay. 182. Girl, you a celeb. Girl, she's pretty popular. She's pretty popular in my comments. Well, these are 3 comments, everyone. These are 3 comments, and they all have something in common. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of what they all have in common. See, this is one of the topics that I really wanted to touch on in this video, and it's the idea that all gay people have AIDS. Okay? Let me re-say that. The idea that all queer people have AIDS, not just gay men. They think this about gay women. They think this about gay men. They think this about trans people. They think about this with freaking men that may even be straight that wear eyeshadow. They think anything that is other than heterosexual and cisgender or normal to them has AIDS. Well, first, let me just clarify. AIDS, you can't really just get AIDS, okay? AIDS is kind of a AIDS is kind of something you get after you may get a virus like HIV. Okay, so we need to change our vocabulary, one. Okay, let's do a little bit of research on that first before you start talking about getting AIDS from other people. 2, okay, so let me first say that I know that these 3 people, all these people in these comments were blatantly homophobic. Okay, but there are lots of women. You have the idea that if you have a boyfriend and he goes out and he has sex with someone that is a man or someone that is gay, you think that they're going to come back with a disease because, you know, all gay people have diseases, right? Like, I probably have HIV, right? I probably have AIDS. And it's like, if I was to ask someone who is not blatantly homophobic, like one of my girlfriends or something, I think this is an unconscious bias. I think a lot of people think that all gay people have AIDS, or we have a disease, or we have chlamydia or something. If I brought this up to her, this is probably how she thinks in her mind, that if he goes out and cheats with a man, he's going to come back and he's going to have something. But then I ask her, well, do I have AIDS? Or, you know, do you think all gay people have AIDS? Of course all gay people don't have AIDS. Just because I'm a man, and just because I'm a man that sleeps with other men, does not mean that I will contract a virus. I'm not denying the statistics. I'm not denying the facts. I am very aware of the epidemic when it comes to STDs and everything like that inside of the queer community. But that does not mean that every single gay person has an STD. Okay, so please stop this idea that all gay people have HIV, all gay people have STDs. It's homophobic. This is something I really wanted to talk with at the beginning because it's something that I see a lot on Twitter. It's something that I hear a lot with people that I care about, people that are close to me, or people that want to be friends with me, and women that claim that they support us or they're not homophobic, but they think these homophobic things. All gay people do not have HIV. End of discussion, period. Okay, next. What do we have next? Okay, let's see what's next on my list. Natalie Trotman says, what type of animal are these? Where can I find these on Nat Geo? Okay, National Geographic. I like that channel. Lots of, okay. Ooh, okay, she had a lot of time. Okay, Sandra Rose. Okay, Sandra. I do not denounce anyone's sexuality, but this is why lots of people don't like or take gay people seriously. It's mostly about sex and screwing and having so-called fun. Shake my head. Screw who you want, but do not expect people who have a biblical moral compass to even respect you. Sorry. Okay, first of all, let's just start off with, I do not denounce anyone's sexuality, but then let me continue to a whole paragraph of me denouncing someone's sexuality. The reason I put these two together is because another misconception that a lot of straight women have, and not only straight women, a lot of people have, is that gay people are only about sex. And look, I know it's completely not your fault. I understand that in Hollywood, they love to sexualize gay men. On every TV show you see, there's one gay person on the cast, like there used to be one black person on the cast, and that one gay person on the cast always has sex within the first 3 episodes. I understand. Hollywood did it. Mostly kind of not your fault. You were conditioned to think like this. But let me just tell you that we are more than just sex, okay? We are human beings, and just because I talked about sex 2 minutes out of a 30-minute video does not mean that sex was the only thing on my mind. Just because I even speak about sex does not mean that that's all I care about. There's lots of TV shows, late night shows, and YouTube videos about women talking about sex, but the moment a man tries to denounce women and say that women are just about sex, you get upset. But when you do it to other people, it's not a problem. Well, especially not a gay black man. I mean, who else are you going to use to make yourself feel superior? Maybe because we're just more public and we talk about it more and we're more vocal about our sexuality does not mean that we're doing it any more than you. Okay, yes, we are men. I understand we have more testosterone. Well, not more. We have testosterone and we have a lot of hormones. And yes, we do get horny. But trust me, baby, we want to have sex just as much as you. The only difference is we verbalize it. With that being said, I think a lot of straight women look at us, like the comment said, as sex animals. And with that idea, I feel like a lot of straight women that I meet, and they want to be friends, and they're really cool, they're really nice people, they always want to jump into the conversation or ask me about my sex life. Just because I'm gay. They want to hear about what I like, what I don't like, what do I do, what's my preference. Like, why is a straight woman asking me if I'm the top or bottom within the 2 first hours of meeting me? We do not go up to straight women and ask them who they had sex with, are they on their period, are they having sex with Johnny down the street, because you would look at us like, what? So that was pretty much my second point. We're not sex animals, and we are not here for you to pick our brain and to hear about what we do in our sex life. Like, get close to someone first, build a relationship just like you would with another woman, and then we can talk about that. I think a lot of people's defense when I'm saying this is, well, I always ask and people never told me they have a problem with it, or, you know, the gay men that I talk to, they're pretty cool with it. But that's because we are so used to becoming friends with women. I mean, who else is going to be our friend? Usually as a gay man, there's not a lot of other gay men surrounding us. The straight men aren't going to be friends with us. And the girls, we relate to you guys the most, and we need friends, okay? So at the end of the day, we almost met you at your needs just so we could have a friend, okay? So it's like, most gay men don't see a problem with it because we're so used to just pleasing the straight women. We're so used to just being there and supporting you guys and wanting a friend that we honestly would answer anything just to make you feel comfortable and to become close with us. But I just want to establish right now that we are not sex animals. And I know a lot of gay people, you know, this is even unconscious, internalized bias that we have towards ourselves that we need to break out of. We are way more than just sex, okay? I feel like that's how we were conditioned to think, but we are way more than that. And I'm sick of that thought being something that a lot of gay people see towards themselves and a lot of straight women see towards us. So I want to end that right now. Okay, so the gay agenda thing, I'm not even giving y'all any attention. Please keep thinking that we have a gay agenda. It's cute. Yup, we had a meeting last night. I was there. They had cookies too, girl. It was 3 hours because we getting close to our goal. Okay, so there you go. The gay agenda is real. You happy? Another thing, I will talk about this last comment from Ray when she's saying they're the ones effing the DL men, knowing they're down low, thinking this S is cute, laughing at women who don't know. Well, first of all, this brings me to the sense of entitlement that I think straight women have on gay men. Okay, and this is the biggest point and probably my last point of this video, because the entire reason I made that video was not even for straight women at all. Like, at all. Like, I was like, you can watch. I know the girls are going to get their life from this. They're going to key. But the video was not for you. It was for gay men, okay? The reason I made that video was because when I came out, and when a lot of people come out, I like to call newly come outs as baby gays. When baby gays come out, there is no guidebook, okay? Our parents usually are not gay. We usually don't have any family members that can help us. There's no, you know, how to be gay for dummies. There's no sexual education in school for us. There's nothing for us when we come out. So we come out into this world and we have no idea what that means, how to be, or how to be safe, or what to think, or how to deal with things that come towards us. So I wanted to use my platform to help my community. See, the straight women came into this video and they felt very entitled. Well, you need to be helping straight women. This video doesn't help straight women. Like, oh, you guys are laughing at DL men and you're entertaining them when you should be helping straight women. First of all, we are not your parole officers. Gay men are not your keychains. I'm going to get into that more later. We're not your keychains, okay? First of all, this is not about straight women. You can listen, you can learn, but it was never about you, okay? We were not laughing at DL men and them doing whatever they do for y'all. DL men are also hurting the gay community also, and that's something that I wanted to shed light on, but I also didn't want to do it while bashing DL men because I know how hard it is to sometimes be in the closet or to be DL. Most DL men, yes, it is a choice, but it's a forced choice. A lot of DL men would not like to be DL. It's not something that you want to do. I never wanted to be in the closet. This is something that they were forced to be because they didn't feel like they could be themselves. Okay, so the only thing that I could do was help the people that were out from being hurt from people that are hurting. Okay, so that's what the video was about. The video was never to help straight women. Okay, so that's another thing. I feel like a lot of straight women always feel like we are there for their needs. I feel like when the straight man isn't there to help them or to protect them or be there for them, they expect the gay man to always be there. But then when the straight man comes, they're done with us. It's like they're just done with us. We are treated like keychains from straight women. And a lot of these comments were saying, oh, straight women, get you a gay friend and let him tell you when there's a gay man around you and always ask your gay friend, like we a metal detector or something. Like, no, we are human beings. Like, you don't use us. Okay, we are not here to do your nails, do your hair, do your makeup. Like, I have met some girls, and then within the first hour, they're asking me if I can do their makeup or do their hair. Like, yes, I understand this could just be them saying that I do it good and they're just being friendly. Like, I understand. But at the same time, a lot of straight women look at us as their servants. We are not here for y'all. Yes, we are here to support y'all because we love y'all, but we are not we are not slaves for y'all. And I think that is a huge problem that a lot of girls have. Is like, oh, I need a gay friend. Like, oh, I need a gay this, I need a gay friend. Like, oh, so he could do this and he could do that and he could show me and he could be my gay dog. Like, no. No, okay, there's nothing wrong with wanting a gay friend, but it's a difference when you want to use us and you need us for a service. That's different. You know, I'm never saying that straight women can't enjoy these videos, because I have a lot of videos that a lot of straight women support and they watch and they say, oh, I don't even relate to this video, but it was so interesting and I loved it. And I love that you guys have interest in my culture, in my community. That makes me feel great, because I know that now you will go into the world with more knowledge and you will know how to treat gay people better, and we can treat you better, because then I'm going to do the same with your community and, you know, watch videos for y'all. But the difference is you can't come to my videos and have a sense of entitlement about how you should have been included or how you should have been helped, okay, when it was never for you in the first place, okay? So that's what I just wanted to say about that, and yeah. Okay, so I think that's really all I wanted to cover in this video. I'm exhausted. Y'all know I really don't even like talking about negative things. Some people are never going to agree with my lifestyle. The only thing is, you can disagree or agree, I'm still going to be gay. And there's still going to be millions of gay people in this world. So I don't care if you agree with my lifestyle or, you know, you think it's unclean, but you should be respectful. Anyways, I love my tabies. Thank you guys for watching. And yeah, see you guys later.